Let's keep it up. Louisville, Kentucky. Louisville, Kentucky. Nova Northern Light. Thanks for the rematch. You're welcome. I'm a little disappointed, but that's on me. You held up your part, but I didn't follow through. I appreciate you keeping your word, though. Have to say, you really look out for your talent here at WCW. You bet. Very happy. Good job. Alley Brawler. Good that you didn't screw me on that promise. Keep this up, and I'll probably stay at WCW. Okay. Glad I joined WCW. It's going well at the moment. You are at maximum happiness. Stop asking me for things. Have your most popular women fight for pre-match physio. And our only promise is Quinn Bea. Okay. Okay. Let's look at our morale. I'm guessing Jake Xanadu at the bottom. No, Sammy Vortex. We have nobody who's upset. Where is Jake Xanadu? So, yeah, he doesn't care. He's happy. He's fine. Kombucha's low, as is Chad Gable. Let's have them have a match this week. And then Vortex, and yeah. Okay. Got some ideas. Power cards. We have Superstar Training. I don't think I need that anymore because I have one. I don't care. Pre-match physio, we're going to get one. Submissive, we could get another one. So nothing immediately worth buying. So let's just book some matches, huh? All right. I want to do Kombucha and Gable. Get them to actually do something. Maybe give them something because they have high stamina. I could do a backstage brawl. It's expensive, but would not be the worst idea. We're going to keep that in mind. Let's see here. We're going to have Quinn Bea in a match because I need her to gain popularity. She's at 100 stamina, so I can have her fight. She's got high stamina too. All three of these. I could do another 4-way exhibition, I think. Yeah, let's do Fatal 4-way. We're going to put Eve Torres in for sure. So those are two heels. And we'll get two faces are going to be Garrett. And we'll have an interference from Brawler on Garrett. And then who wants to be a face in this match? Could just run Wallace again. Or Alice Justice. It wants a bruiser or a giant, but I don't have any face bruisers or face giants. So it's okay. It'll be a weaker match, and I'm okay with that. I want to keep all the tag title women free. I could just throw Dominatrix into it. Yeah. Again, just keep her satisfied. Just keep her performing. She has plenty of stamina. So, yeah, I think that's fine. Okay. Let's get the men, the top card men, back on the show. Oh, I do not want to quit. Thank you. What if I do this? What if I look at Drew Gulak and his partner, who is in a match. Okay. Well, what if I do this? Drew Gulak and Clay Cortman versus Damon Kemp and Argus the Great. Even though Argus is now a face, they're all very, very happy. I could have just somebody else be in the match. Didn't mean to cancel it. Okay, let's consider this. No, because Cash Suplex has to rest. Okay. How about this? Drew Gulak and Jake Xanadu versus Damon Kemp and Jerry the King Lawler. Oh, those are my only. Yeah, we'll do Argus, even though it's okay. It doesn't have to be a great match. Because I can even do an interference here with a run-in on Argus. It's not, the men's title isn't going to be my main event at SummerSlam, so that's fine. What matches do I have left to be my main event here tonight? I mean, this, I guess, is going to be my main event tonight, but I could do another, maybe like a triple threat women's match. I like how in the new, I watched like the preview that New Legacy Inc. did of 2K26 MyGM mode, and they've got like you can do up to 8-way matches now, which is kind of wild. So really flexible. Okay. Women's tag titles, they have to rest. Hardcore title has to rest. So it's these 9 people. And Jerry he can cut a promo. So which of these 4? Why don't we have... Let's do a fatal 4-way. The 3 who are the most upset are Vortex, where is... Oh, Eve Torres is in this match. Okay. Fatal 4-way, normal match. Let's do Danielle. Let's do JC. Let's do Cut, and let's do Fury. Yeah. I wish I could do this as a tag match. I could just simulate as if it's a tag match, or pretend that it is. So we'll put Cut here and Jane here. Yeah, that way it looks like it's a tag match. Okay. We'll have you cut a self-promo. We'll have you... Put you as the strongest. Just cut a whatever promo, and then maybe I build up, do another call out like here, because they at least have the stamina that I can have them do something this week. Okay. Yeah, just a night of exhibitions. Again, I just wish I could have this be a tag match, but it's fine. It is just going to be, setting the stage for SummerSlam, let's just say. Okay. Do these people... I don't really care what the rivalries are. I don't. And for this rivalry, assuming this gets up to level 3 with this backstage brawl, I can just throw Adrian Buck into it for a triple threat. That seems fine. I would love to get the tag titles off of Gulak and Gable, though, but I don't care about the men's tag titles. Have I met all my optional bonuses? I have. Of course I have. Have your most popular whatever. Those people, those most popular women are, of course, Whitney Quaid and Becky Lynch, who cannot compete this week. Don't care. I can just buy my own pre-match physio if I so choose. Yeah, the only card I'd be interested in buying is Submissive, but I think I'm going to pass on it this week. Do I want to make sure people are good? Everybody's fine. Okay. Opener. This match is the weakest. It just has this. Let's do like this. Okay. I think that's better. Yeah. Advertisement promo. Nah. 8 Hell in a Cell matches is so many. It said okay. It said failed commissioner goal, but I already acknowledged that. Should I put some something on this match where everybody's staminas are at? 66, 68, 79. Argus is kind of low, but I think if I were to do like a tables match, just give it something. It's low cost. It shouldn't exhaust. It's a tag team match also, which is lower stamina. And if Argus can't compete at SummerSlam, I guess that's also still fine. Just to try to get it over a 4-star match. I think just with the popularities, it should be fine. The Jake Xanadu does kind of bring it down, but we're bringing him up. Okay. Louisville, I hope you like this. Welcome, Louisville, Kentucky, to WCW Monday Nitro. It is Sunday Nitro again. It's a taped show, but it's live for you. I hope you enjoy it. Before the show even kicks off, we cut backstage and we see Kombucha, who had called out Chad Gable for just being good and not great like his tag team partner. The two of them are in a fight, and it turns out it's a pretty great fight to watch. Not probably a great fight to be in because they're fighting backstage, but it's bringing a lot of interest into the show, so we're excited about that. But will this jeopardize any potential match they could have had at SummerSlam? Let's find out.
1, 2, ring that back.
Chad Gable walks away from it in the end. It does not raise their rivalry, which is stupid. Idiots. Gable defeats Kombucha. Congratulations on your WrestleMania match, idiots. 4.5 star. 4.5 stars for a backstage brawl also. I'm guessing their performance was lousy. But you know what? The show moves on. And Kombucha is laid out backstage by Chad Gable. We also see backstage while their fight is going on, Alice Justice and Vicky McLeod, who have been having discussions about their, differing visions of what justice really is. They are having, quite a heated argument, and it's generating a lot of interest. People kind of want to see, they want to see them kind of fight each other in the ring and find justice there. So it's something. Justice calls McLeod. You can apparently play as a lot of the NPCs from My Rise for the last few games in 2K26 also, which is cool. Women's exhibition match. We saw 3 of these women compete last week. Eve Torres, with her win, decided she was on to bigger and better things. And with Danielle Wallace not being able to pick up a win, she was, of course, pinned by Eve last week, is subject to the jeers of her rival, JC Jane. And they decide, it starts off as a tag match, but it kind of breaks down when Cora Cut and Christina Fury are, they're both tagged in, they're in the ring. JC Jane tries to tag herself in, and Cora Cut lets her have it. So can't really stand the ego, even if she's a heel herself. So it breaks down. It becomes a Fatal 4-Way exhibition match.
1, 2, that's it. Ring the bell.
Of which Christina Fury gets the win. It does grow both of their rivalries, so that's something. So that's a level 4 rivalry and a level 3 rivalry. That works for me. We might see this exact same match next week. Fury defeats... who's she feuding with? Cut, Jane, and Wallace. Taking advantage of the chaos to bring some order. 3.5 star match. Great job. Sammy Vortex, the shadowy figure, hasn't had a lot of opportunities lately on WCW. Her last appearance was in a loss in a triple threat match to Whitney Quaid. She doesn't believe, Whitney Quaid is this future star that everybody says that she is, especially when Sammy Vortex, a much more imposing and exciting figure, is here. And she wants to, black out the light, let's say. It's excellent. Crowd loves it. Makes sense. Here we go. We have another women's exhibition match. Eve Torres is again calling out for anybody. We have Cinnamon Garrett, who people have been saying that she's getting a little full of herself. Those people being Allie Brawler, of course. She wants to have another opportunity at Eve Torres. She just wants to have another opportunity. And then obviously we've got Quinn Bea and Donna Matrix, who have their match next week. And so, they're having their stare down, and they decide to get into it. So it becomes a Fatal 4-Way with Allie Brawler, of course, intervening to take Cinnamon Garrett out of it. So it becomes Eve Torres, Aura Farming, as Quinn Bea and Donna Matrix give a preview of their match.
1, 2, ring it.
But Cinnamon Garrett gets the win anyway. It's a good match. It does improve them up to level 4. So Garrett, maybe while Eve Torres is aura farming, she picks up the win, breaks away from Alley Brawler, defeats Torres, B, and Matrix in a 3-star match. All right. We see a shot of Nova Northern Lights' performance at the Olympics, where she won again the gold medal in Fortnite, and it shows kind of her training as she her train, and also her gold medal performance, where she wins a chicken dinner or something. I don't know. I don't understand Fortnite at all. But whereas what everybody's expecting when they're watching the match is for Nova to get that final shot. It's a shooting game, I think, or building. I don't know. I don't understand Fortnite at all. The footage is different. It ends up that Nova's character ends up losing, and we see maybe they get sniped from far away, and as the sniper kind of pulls back with the cinematic angle, we see it is Clubberella. So interfering in an Olympic performance that has already happened, but it's excellent to somebody. Clubberella calls out NL. Yep. And our main event is going to be a tag team, not a tag team title match, but, getting Gulak and Gable on the same page. But Gable, after, fighting off Kombucha, he tells Drew Gulak, like, I can't compete tonight, man. I need to rest. And Drew Gulak says, I got you. I will find a partner to go up against my opponents because they're not great, but we're great. And I will find somebody who can at least stand on our level. And so Damon Kemp and the delusional Argus the Delusional, they come out. Clay Cortman, who had won in Chicago, he gets to be the special guest referee, or at least be on commentary or something. He can be on commentary. He is the Miz of WCW after all. And Drew Gulak, he has heard what the fans have been saying, and he calls Jake Xanadu as his tag team partner. And so we're going to see Gulak and Xanadu versus Kemp and Kemp and Argus, whatever.
1, 2.
Oh, and Clay Cortman attacks Argus the Great, obviously. Oh gosh, no. Crap. That's a really not a great match. What happened there? Probably the face heel. It was probably Argus screwed it all up. Well, whatever. So much for a good streak. Defeats Gulak and Xanadu. 2.5 star. Awful. Well, maybe some of the other shows can send Louisville home happy. The Rock, who is feuding with somebody else, is going to get the United States title from Lurch Evans, I bet. Nope, Lurch Evans beats The Rock. That makes sense. That's great. Oh, yeah. No, Titus O'Neil is feuding with somebody else, but he's excellent. Kip Wilson and Uncle Howdy versus Kevin Owens and Mr. Higglesby. Sure.
1, 2. That's it. Ring the bell.
Sure. Shelton Benjamin calls out The Rock. That's right. They're feuding. Sure. Bad Bunny is here, and he's feuding with Shanky. And this is probably going to be it's an Extreme Rules match, so it's probably going to be pretty good. Shanky wins. It's amazing. Stone Cold is okay. And then main event, not for the titles,
1, 2.
but for the tag
Ring
team.
that bell.
And the challengers get a 4-star win. Man, 2.5 stars in the main event. That just is bad. Fatal 4-way for the North American title that Humberto just won, and now loses to Eddie Guerrero. It's great. It grows both the rivalries. Ignition is here, and she's trying her best. Andrea Cannons and Beth Phoenix have a rivalry. Their staminas are really good, and it shows. Jerry Hattrick is young. Smooth Butch and Orikawa and not Braid in the Dark.
1, 2, ring it.
And not, again, really not Doink wins. Randy Orton is excellent again. And rivalry between Candice LeRae and Charlotte Flair that gets interrupted by Beth Spartan for some reason. Normal one-on-one match. Charlotte potentially super injured, but picks up the win in a 4.5-star classic where Charlotte does, in fact, get injured. Poor finale. No kidding. What happened? 1-star performance. Yeah. That was a tables match, too. 5-star popularity. No tag chemistries, which is fine. But 1-star performance. All you had to do is just like a little bit better. Man. 2.5-star performance here. Oh, okay, let's start from the top. Staminas are down, but that's fine. Kombucha's at 100. 4.5-star performance. About as good as that was going to get, I think. This one, 2.5-star performance. Staminas are all reasonable. We've got some good rivalries here. This one, Eve Torres has low stamina, but I don't care. It's fine. And then this lousy stinker of a match. Probably should have done Extreme Rules. Looking at Argus's stamina, he could have taken it. Whatever. All 100 popularity, so we get what we can out of it. Otherwise, we did pretty well. 109 rating score, way worse than last week. 48,000 fans, awful. And that's with the 10,000 plus from the backstage brawl. $8,000 profit. Mean Messiah Brand says, why did Allie Brawler have to ruin a perfectly good match between Donna and Cinnamon with a run-in? You suck. Okay. Bruiser Takeover 84 says, lame way for Cinnamon Garrett to win against Eve. Yeah, she took advantage. Specialist Big Boot 82, Christina Fury gets revenge on Cora Cutt for that run-in the other week. She got what was coming to her. Thank you for watching. Body Slam GM 76, Allie Brawler just came out and attacked Cinnamon Garrett. Wow, that looked like it hurt. People love the Allie Brawler and Cinnamon Garrett stuff. Chairwoman Live, Damon Kemp has a really great feel for tables matches. WCW should take advantage. Okay. Thank you for watching. Extreme Contender 79, loved tonight's WCW. Looking forward to next week. Somebody loved it. Summer Singer Max says, that match with Drew Gulak and Argus the Great was weird. So hard to cheer for just one of them. Well, probably Gulak. Big Man 75 says, holy crap, Argus the Great finally won a match. I guess he was on a losing streak. Beautiful Catcher 79, that rivalry between Christina and Cora Cutt is just getting plain crazy. Oh, people love it. And then Cinnamon Garrett gets payback on Donna Matrix. They, I guess, had a feud at some point. Thank you, Super Follower 90. All right. 117 rating score for Raw. 58,000 fans. Erases the gains that we made last week. $106,000 for them. So they made a bunch of money back somehow. 112 rating score for NXT. 54,000 fans. So a little bit of a loss there. $111,000. They made a ton of money. Okay. Oh, Braden's their world champion also for NXT, so that sucks. Okay, well, we're still within 100,000 of NXT, so that's good. We'll make it up. SummerSlam, week 20. Vito Star, that sucks. Argus the Great. Don't care. Could be worse. Hey, something's come up and I can't have Argus the Great taking part in your show this week. Sorry about that. Okay. Eve Torres. Hey, Ella. I don't know if you knew this, but I love being in a certain match. The one and only Hell in a Cell. Nobody does that better than me. Okay. Not only do I love it, but the WWE Universe loves watching it. I think if you book me in one, you'll see that I wasn't wrong. You got it. I'll book you in one within the next 2 weeks. Okay. Moderate increase to her morale. She is optimistic. Okay. Jerry the King Lawler, I think you should put me in a match with Adrian Buck. Trust me on this. Sure. Whatever. You want to be the Jerry the King of Hardcore again. Whatever, man. Whatever. If it gets them happy. All right. Do not book your most popular cruiser this week for superstar training. Can't do it. Big stadium we unlocked. $200,000. And the beginner's luck 3 is also in here too. See, I worry briefly because they're bumping back up in budget, but if they spend all of it on the big stadium, let's just it's the last upgrade for the year, so I've got some time to think about it. Okay. Let's do our checks here just for sake of checking. Oh, Cinnamon Garrett is at the top of our morale now, so went from the bottom to the top. Semi-Vortex now here. And Argus the Great is happy. I just can't tell. Yeah, it's fine. Bummer. I guess that attack from last week from Clay Cortman really took him out. Okay. Main event, I think, is going to be the tag team title match for the women. I'll put gimmicks on it later. Let's see. I know for sure I can move some stuff around. Dominatrix and Quinn Bea for the title. Go here. We're going to have a men's triple threat for the title. Gulak. Not Kombucha. Or not anybody. Triple threat. Normal match. Gulak. Buck. Cortman. Title match. Great. And who else do we got at level 4? We have Cut. Brawler Garrett, Cut Fury, and we also have Wallace. Yeah, because these two didn't get up to level 3, so they might not get booked this week now. Congratulations. You lost your opportunity. I think we're just going to play some things out. Fatal 4-way. let's get that Fury cut. And then who's the other one? Garrett Brawler. Yeah, Garrett Brawler. 2 level 4s. Yeah. And then this one I want it to be triple threat. Potentially fatal 4-way. Wallace, Chain. Justice. Do I have enough people for promos? I do. Yeah, because of the men. Yeah. Okay. These seem fine. And then we can do call outs. We'll do call out her. We'll do call out this way again. Oh, the tag title feud is gone now. That's great. I didn't want it anyway. Can I do tag team? I can do tag team Hell in a Cell. So what about this? Eve Torres and JC Jane against, I think, Justice and Wallace were a team before, right? Look back at my old notes here. Yeah, Justice Wallace. Okay. This works. Not super expensive. Okay. What is also the SummerSlam steel cage? I would love for that to be a steel cage match then, but this one could be a steel cage match. Getting expensive. Men's title to open because they're all super popular in a steel cage match. We'll also build up Gulak Kemp. Ideally, I get the title on Cortman. This Hell in the Cell in the middle of the show. And maybe this is like the cool down match. Then again, this match is totally cold. Whereas this match has 4. Can I do anything on this match? Tornado tag. Something. Okay. I do have free advertising booking, which is $15K. I have free arena booking. I'm doing it. I do not want to quit. I want to use free arena booking. Okay, our show is still too expensive. That's good to know. What can I do to... And the only thing I can do to cut out would be free advertising booking. Still too much. Okay. And I think for my promos, I have to do advertising. Because I could do one more call out, I suppose, but I think maybe it's safest just to do advertising. Xanadu. And Lawler. No, I do not want to quit. I'm going to clear that promo. I don't want that on there. I want to do self promo. Okay. Let's do this order. Okay. All our titles are on the line. This is a rivalry match. It's a tornado tag. It should be huge. This is just a mid-card. Whatever. Oh, it's a tag team match. Who cares? I don't care. It's just to kind of break up so there's different types of matches on the show. Although I guess it could be a fatal four-way rather than a tag match. Because then I at least get the Wallace Jane feud boost out of it. Yeah, that might be better. I mean, it's either 2 tag matches or 2 fatal four-ways. We're getting all our optional bonuses. We are cutting our budget so close. We're also not booking our most popular cruiser this week somehow now. Who's Kombucha. That will at least get me Superstar Training, which I don't care about. If it was a better card, then I would care more, but I don't think I can really touch this card anymore. It's so fragile. We've got our SummerSlam special. I mean, I know there's the PLE bonus for this, but I think just the increased capacity, the increased show quality, the increased ticket price, I gotta go with the bigger. Plus, I did the free arena booking, so I have to. I could sacrifice. It's fine. Where are we, by the way? We're in San Antonio, Texas. Probably could have just looked back at my notes. San Antonio, Texas for SummerSlam. Forgot to stop my recording. well, whatever. It's just going to be a big file. I think we're good. Am I okay with the order? Steel cage match to start. Mid-card, whatever match, just to blow off a bunch of feuds. Hell in a Cell match, just because Eve Torres wants to do whatever she wants to do. Women's World Title, promised match. And then Tornado Tag match for the tag team titles. In the main event, Tornado Tag. Okay. Let's see how it goes. Welcome, San Antonio, Texas, to WCW Summerslam. I'm sure that makes some WCW fans upset, but it is how it is, and how it is a hardcore show. A hardcore show with hardcore performers for a hardcore audience. That's what WCW is all about. Opening match is, again, we've been seeing these men compete to see who is the greatest. And before the show, it was announced that Argus the Great was not cleared to compete tonight. It turns out that the attack from Clay Cortman it was a minor injury, but still, just out of precaution, Argus is not competing tonight. So it is now a triple threat for the world title. Gulak, Damon Kemp, Clay Cortman, Argus, they've all been just trying to see who is the greatest among them. The crowd seems to have rallied largely behind Clay Cortman, but they can't deny that they've wanted to see all of these men compete. And so compete they shall. And just as a little SummerSlam special, we're going to throw them in a steel cage. We're going to, just make it that much greater of a match. So first to escape, and this steel cage doesn't have a door because that's stupid. So here we go. Triple threat match, men's world title. Damon Kemp, your new world champion. Grows it to level 2 because steel cage matches in this mode stink. Kemp defeats, I'm not sure I've ever gotten I could probably cut to footage if I were a good editor of a time when I did get like the steel cage bonus of the double pop to the rivalry, but not this time. Let's say Damon Kemp wins by escaping the cage. Defeats Gulak and Cortman in a 5-star match for the men's world title. And afterwards, Argus the Great attacks Damon Kemp. So even though he wasn't cleared, he still makes his way out. He attacks Damon. He gets into the cage. He attacks Cortman. He attacks Gulak. So this rivalry between these four is not over. Jake Xanadu made his return to the show last week, and he's now advertising WCW WrestleMania, Starcade is what it's called. Except he calls it WrestleMania, and so some WCW fans, 8 of them in particular, get real salty about that. We've been seeing a number of the women have been feuding over a whole bunch of things. Christina Fury and Cora Cut on whether yoga is a martial art. Cinnamon Garrett and Allie Brawler in terms of entitlement. Later tonight, we're going to see JC Jane and Danielle Wallace, who have been fighting about momentum. But right now, it's going to be an exhibition potentially for future opportunities, let's just say, to kind of just settle some of these feuds all at once. We'll say it's a gauntlet match. So Christina Fury and Cora Cut, Cinnamon Garrett and Allie Brawler, fatal 4-way match. Fighter Bruiser. Whoops. Well, it was a 5-star match before it, so it can be whatever it wants to be.
Ring it.
Christina Fury in a 4-star match that ends both rivalries. Works for me. Fury defeats Cut. And then we had Garrett and Brawler. 4-star match. That's pretty good. I was going to use Network Special this week. Shoot. Forgot. We have a backstage interview with Vicky McLeod where she's asked what her and Alice Justice were arguing about during the backstage brawl last week. And Vicky says simply, we're arguing about justice. And I am certainly in the right. And if Alice wants to go and prove herself, she can go run through hell for all I care. And so she will in Hell in a Cell. This is Eve Torres comes out and she says that it is an open Hell in a Cell challenge, which confuses the crowd because Hell in a Cell is usually a pretty big deal. But Eve Torres is, people are saying she looks good to me, but she's looking a little demonic here as she invites people to fight in hell, in the Hell in a Cell. JC and Danielle, they both, look at each other backstage and are just like, you know what, let's just settle this. This is the best way for us to, if we want to be rising stars, then we have to rise out of hell. And Alice takes the bait from Vicky and says, like, I will prove that, my judgment is, I don't know. It's a fatal 4-way Hell in a Cell match. During the match, JC and Danielle get an end to their feud. Eve Torres is, she's an expert in this match, so we're really seeing some hardcore efforts from her. Also, that was a promo I forgot to write down. McLeod calls Justice, and it did something for somebody. Simulate.
1, 2, that's 3, ring it.
Eve Torres, the master of Hell in a Cell. She does win that. So, sort of a defeat for the other three rather than a victory for Eve Torres. But we now understand why Eve Torres, who is looking a little less good and a little more evil to me, why she's the expert in this match. Justice, Jane, Wallace. 4.5 stars. Jerry Lawler, he comes out and he says, just to clarify to everybody, it is Starrcade that is happening in 5 weeks, not WrestleMania. And people think that's good, although some people are still just like, well, why'd you even bring up WrestleMania? We were over it. So, interesting. The Women's World title is on the line. Dominatrix and Quinn Bea. Quinn Bea had earned her title match a few weeks ago, defeating Eve Torres and Alice Justice and Vicky McLeod in a fatal 4-way match. And so they are going to have their title match here. But it looks like it ends in a disqualification. Quinn Bea cheats in the match. Maybe hits Danielle. This is WCW is the show for hardcore. Maybe Quinn Bea was out of her league a little bit here. Hits Dominatrix with a beehive, which then causes now no live bees, just a bunch of honey everywhere. Which is getting Dominatrix's, shoulders stuck to the mat. The referee sees that, calls off the match, but it's still amazing. Dominatrix retains by disqualification. Matrix, and it starts a new rivalry, which I may or may not keep. Matrix defeats Bea 4-star retain. Your new hardcore champion is excellent. He took a week off to recover from that hardcore submission match where, cash suplex, he really put him up to it, but this was Adrian's last chance, and he stepped up, and he did it. He is now the true hardcore champion. You might even say the king of hardcore. And you have to know somebody's fuming about that. But it's an excellent promo. And your main event. We have been seeing all these women feud for some time now, having their own little interpersonal feuds as well. But it is going to be a tornado tag team match. All the women allowed in the ring at the same time. Becky Lynch and Clubberella, Nova Northern Light and Whitney Quaid. Tornado tag team match for the tag titles in our main event here in San Antonio at SummerSlam. Your winners and new champions in a legendary 5-star match that completes the rivalry. Great. Really, it's all above 4 stars, so it couldn't have been better, except if I'd used Network Special. So we have, here we go, Quaid and Northern Light defeat Lynch and Clubberella in a 5-star match for the women's tag titles. Congratulations. Good show. All right, they're at the smaller arena, so they did not buy the big stadium. Or maybe they did buy it, but just couldn't afford to book there. Falls Count Anywhere for the United States title, which Lurch Evans retained over The Rock last week, and is probably going to get injured against Brute Force here. Brute Force gets the title. No injury, 4.5-star match. Stone Cold calls up Mansois, and it's excellent. Shelton Benjamin fights Not The Rock. Madcap Moss, who's the world title for some reason, in an Iron Man match, does the draw, and it's good. Okay. Bad Bunny calls out Shanky, and it's okay. Could have just competed tonight, but whatever. Lula Tandy and Penelope Perfect, not for the title.
1, 2, that's it. Ring the bell.
Penelope Perfect wins another Iron Man match. They love Iron Man matches here on Raw. 3.5 stars. Kevin Owens, it's okay. That was a rivalry, but it didn't end the rivalry. So we've got The Rock and Titus O'Neil. The Rock and Shelton have a thing, and also Titus and Shane at
1,
whatever.
2, ring that bell.
Nikita Lyons works in mysterious ways. 3.5 stars. Mr. Higglesby is good for charity. It's okay for charity. And rivalry match.
1,
Iron Man, of
2,
course.
That's 3. Let me hear the bell.
Long show. Rivalry complete, 4.5 stars. But, good bookends. Could not book the promos here, though. Let's see here. Candice LeRae, Beth Spartan, Ignition for the women's title. No rivalries at all.
1, 2, ring the bell.
Ignition, your new world champion, even though people can't stand her on the mic. Jerry Hattrick calls out Solo Sikoa again, but diminishing returns. This
1, 2,
don't get hurt.
that's 3. Ring the bell.
I said don't get hurt. Okay, just Butch did. Randy Orton is still good, but again, diminishing returns. This is for this again.
1, 2, that's it. Ring the bell.
Eddie retains. 3.5-star match. Beth Phoenix and Andrea Cannons have a rivalry. Normal match.
That's 3. Let me hear the bell.
And it's good, but it completes the rivalry. And backstage brawl to end the show, to end the weekend.
2, it's over.
Humberto grows their rivalry, 4.5 stars. I think we won. Yeah. We beat both shows for every match. So congratulations to us. Let's see how we're doing here. Gulak needs to rest, but Cortman and Kemp. Gulak was apparently being propped up by the title. 4-star performance. Great match. Mid-card here. 2-star performance. Kind of brought it down. Class matchups were weak, but generally, these women are all good to compete again next week. Here we are. Eve Torres needs to rest significantly, but everybody else is fine and can move on. Popularities are good. Somebody has a hometown somewhere. Okay. This one, 4.5-star performance, though it ended in DQ. Dominatrix stamina is kind of low, but we can still work with that. Nice. And our main event, 5-star performance. Becky and Whitney need to rest, but otherwise popularities are good. 3-star performance. Decent tag chemistries. Good title match. Rivalry. Yeah, worked out. And then this was a level 3 promo. Remember to write that down. Okay. 127 rating score. I wish I had used Network Special. I wish I remembered that. 158,000 fans. $121,000. Hart Foundation 79. So that rivalry between Quaid and Northerlight and Lynch and Clubberella finally got settled. Whitney Quaid showing that she's the boss. Yeah. Mr. Libre, woo, says, Quinn Bea getting herself disqualified. Too afraid to lose to Dominatrix? Exactly. Thank you for watching the show. Macho Figure 4 Friend says, Eve Torres is such a natural at Hell in a Cell matches. Need to see this more often. Well, she did say as much. Mr. Kick says, can't even describe tonight's hashtag WCW. Absolutely amazing. Thank you for watching. Top Rope Figure 4 says so. Mouthful of a handle there. I love watching Eve fight, but she's looking tired. Is WCW going to run her into the ground until her bones break? No. She's going to get a rest this week. Thank you for watching. Unstoppable Critic in the UK says, WCW has improved a lot in recent weeks. Still behind NXT in the ratings war, though. Well, thank you for watching regardless. Stone Cold Bro 80 says, boring sellout promo by Xanadu tonight. Okay. Viking Cyborg for Life. Whitney and Nova are the new champions. Becky and Clubberella look shattered by that result. I bet. Wowee Clash Mania. Tonight's WCW started strong and ended strong. I liked it. An educated worshiper in Italy. What an intense match. Gulak and Kemp must hate each other after that. I bet. Okay. Okay, so 158K for us. 117 rating score. 136,000 fans for Raw. $40,000. So they did not buy the new thing. And Penelope Perfect is great for Iron Man matches. Okay. 113 rating score for NXT. 124,000 fans. $53,000. We get Superstar Training. That's it. We are still at the top. We are within 70,000 fans of NXT now. And we're really pulling away from Raw. So, not really worried about Raw. We are the lowest budget, though, for what that's worth. So, all right. That's good. We're doing good. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to record the emails and the shakeups. And then take a little break. And I'm probably going to record a little bit more tonight because I feel like it. I'm allowed to do so. So, if the video you're watching ends now, then thank you very much for watching. I have been breadfiesta, and I hope your day is going exactly the way that you want it to.